Alright, so I did a whole damn video and I fucking deleted it somehow on installing this air compressor. So what we're gonna do is, or removing the air compressor, so what we're gonna do is do a video on installing an air compressor on a DD15. 5/8 is the size of your bolt. I'm gonna get a couple different extensions. We're gonna put these back on. You wanna make sure you're getting the, there's a small O-ring, that green one, a large O-ring, and then your power steering gasket. So you wanna make sure you grab these. That's your power steering. It's gonna be your 4 bolts. Clean this up real nice before you put this up. All right, so real quick, these fuel lines that are here, you definitely want to move them out of the way. And if you zip tie them, it'll be easier. But once you get it up there, you gotta be careful, slip it in, make sure your gears are matching the gears on the engine. And once you get it on there, if you have someone up top, it's way easier. They can actually rock it back and forth, like twist it like that, to make sure these bolt holes, to match up your bolt holes. All right, but don't make sure you get them all threaded before you tighten one down, and make sure you're not fucking your gears up when you tighten them down. All right, so we got them all tightened on. Really the main one you're gonna be worried about is this top left. I put the extension and the socket on from up top and then come down here. And you kind of got to do that with both of them, the one on the top right and the top left. But the top left definitely going to be the one that's more of a pain in the ass. And now we're going to do power steering. All right, once you get your bolts on, move up here. You got your clean air line. It's like a plastic, I mean, it's just like almost like a charge air line. It just gets held on by just a little basic clip. And behind that, you actually got where your compressed air comes out and it feeds into the back of the truck. You always have to take those off to take the compressor off. Here you got your pop-off valve. You got an air line that comes up to it. And then you have these 2 little coolant lines. This one goes from the front to, can't really see it that well. Right there, goes to the front right here. There's another one in the back, and that just quick little goes right up there into the block. And what you'll notice is how these are set up. This is another one. See how it's just got this little clip right here? I'll show you how to take them off and on. Right on here. It just clips it up. Oh, sorry, didn't see it that well. It just pops up, down. So that's locked. Unlock it, and you just pull it back. Okay, so that's looks like with the power steering on. Make sure you do not forget your gasket. And it's the same 5/8 bolts. It's just 2 of them, one on either side. And that's the easiest part. It just pops off. You don't need to unhook anything. You just take off the power steering pump right from the back of the air compressor and put it right back on. Doesn't need to be timed, and this compressor does not need to be timed when you put it back. All right, we got it in there. Put a new governor on it. Put all the airlines back the right way. Routed them the right way. You make sure you want to use that metal braided airline, because if you use a different airline, it will get very hot. So right now we're checking to see if it's gaining some air. I'm gonna do a quick video on how to adjust the D13 governor. I know I did a short on it, but this basically what you want to do is, if you want the PSI higher, you have to bring this the whole metal surface down. And to do that, you loosen this nut. Where's my thing? You loosen this nut, and then you righty-tighty this screw so it pushes this down. and then you tighten up your nut. And then to loosen it, you push it, you lefty-loosey, or to lower the air pressure. And you're going about a half turn is about 5 psi usually, so that just kind of varies. Wanted to get a new one on there just to make sure we were starting all the way from scratch. So we got to fill up with coolant, no coolant leaks. Before we put all the side on, we're gonna check it out, make sure we are all good to go.